wish you were mine.
I don't know who broke up with who, but she's in here chasing tequila with high noon. Don't know how long she's been moving on. Maybe 5 weeks or 5 minutes, but it can't be too long. And we did that what's your name thing. Where you from and what's your favorite drink? She said shut up, come and dance with me. And now she's singing, girls just wanna have fun at the top of her lungs. Don't even know she about to wreck someone. And boys, I'm in trouble now, ain't even trying to get out. So come on baby, take me down, 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 yeah. Don't know what happened tonight, don't know what happened last week, don't know what happened to her, but she about to happen to me. She about to happen to me. She'll probably be the one that got away, but right now I'm taking every second I can take. So we keep talking and we keep drinking, oh, and I keep falling, and she keeps on singing, girls just wanna have fun at the top of her lungs. Don't even know she about to wreck someone. And boys, I'm in trouble now, ain't even trying to get out. So come on baby, take me down, 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 yeah. Don't know what happened tonight, don't know what happened last week, don't know what happened to her, but she about to happen to me. Drinking, and I keep on falling, and she keeps on singing, girls, girls, girls just wanna have fun at the top of her lungs. Don't even know she about to wreck someone. And boys, I'm in trouble now, ain't even trying to get out. So come on baby, take me down, 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 yeah. Don't know what happened tonight, don't know what happened last week, don't know what happened to her, but she about to happen to me. She about to happen, she about to happen, she about to, she about to,
It's an old-time recipe, just a pinch of you and me. Whisk it up and toss it on the flame, like butter on a biscuit. When you kiss me, I just melt away, melt away. Honey, bring the sugar.
Well, okay, so I am just back with my streaming, and I am playing some Apple Music, Radio 1, actually. I have nothing much today, like, nothing much. Okay, so I want to talk about having a girlfriend, okay? So I was born in 1984 in a third world country called India. It's a third world country. If you're people who are watching from outside India, from first world countries, I was born into a third world country called India. Okay, a country where population of India are very abnormal. Okay, they do not speak English. Nobody speaks English in India. They are very abnormal people. They are so abnormal to the extent that they don't know they're abnormal even on the day they die. Right? Let's say tomorrow is the deathbed of a person in India. That person did not know that he was an abnormal person from his birth to death. That's how abnormal everybody are in India. Okay. So I had a lot of problems growing up in India, a lot of problems there. And I grew up in a family where I grew up in a family where they had money. Sure, I agree to that. But it is not like very easy to explain what is a family. Okay, I'll talk about what is a family I grew up. I grew up in a family of a joint family system. Okay, so what is a joint family system? The family, the way you live in a family in first world countries is called nuclear families, I guess. No, yeah, I think. Okay, so joint family system is basically nothing but in a same home or same bungalow, whatever you want to call it. Uh, I had my grandparents, like my grandfather, my grandmother, and then I had my grandparents' children. There is four sons, and then one among them was my dad, and then my grandparents' grandchildren. Like I'm one of them. So that is how we grew up. So my grandfather, grandmother, and then we have he had four sons, and his four sons had got married. All the four were married, and all the four had children. So that is the kind of home I grew up. So I did not grow up in a home where I have only my mom, my dad, and my siblings. That's how everybody grew up, right? So if you think growing up that way was fun, or if you ask me, was that a fun like experience, or it was like a normal experience, what I would say is forget about if it's a fun like experience or not. Of course, I grew up with a lot of cousins and everybody is there. Like I said, we are what, four brothers, my grandparents, my grandfather, grandmother, and everybody had children. So we're like 10 kids growing up in the same house. Like I'm one among them, right? So was it a fun or not? Is not the biggest. It's not the most important question to ask, but the what actually happened in my life is growing up when compared to people who grew up with just mom, dad, and sibling, right, in a family. There's a difference, okay? The difference is there is a lot of activity going on in the home all the time. Activity in the sense like there are a lot of people, right? I live in a bungalow. I'm growing up where there are too many people. Of course, there is a room for everybody to live and stay. Uh, Everything is fine, but there are like too many people growing up. You're just born into family. I'm just born in where I find too many people. Like I see my grandparents, my grandfather, my grandmother, and then I see my parents, like my dad, my mom, my siblings are two brothers, and then I see my dad's brothers, three brothers, and they are married, and they all are married, they all have children. So it's like too many people in the house. It's absolute crazy. Okay, like uh, yeah, that is the kind of environment I grew up. Of course, we had cook at home. So yeah, of course, we need to have cook at home because it's very obvious, too many people, right? So we had cook, we had servant maids, uh, we had car, we had driver, everything is right. Of course, we had two-wheelers to drive also. So my grandparents would take the car because they are the senior most people. So and then my dad's generation, they would drive their own two-wheelers, like I mean, like motorbike or that time. What was popular? They had this bike from Suzuki, okay, and then Kinetic Honda was popular. My one of my uncle was having Kinetic Honda, and then my dad was driving. What bike he was driving? He was driving Suzuki bike. Yeah, Suzuki was popular. Uh, and then we had car. Like so, my grandparents would take the car with driver. My dad's all drive two wheelers. Of course, they use cars whenever they want. It's like there'll be car, there'll be driver, there'll be keys. You want to take a car, you can go out. Anybody can drive a car and go out. As simple as that. But that is how I grew up. Okay, like I said, there are too many people, a lot of people in the house, a lot of people in the house. It's not the case with others, right? You just have in a home, just have your mom, dad, you, and your sibling. That's it. And on top of it, we have uh, it's just not that families. We had people who come and work at the home, right? So that's what I'm trying to say. There are too many people. Um, so yeah, I would. I would end up playing games the evening after school. Yeah, like whoever, like I'll join whichever cousins are ready to play some sport, right? We have a big home, right? So whoever is playing, I'll just join in that, or whoever wants to join me in the game I want to play, like we'll play badminton or cricket or something like that. So it's like whoever, everybody will be doing whatever they like to do. So we can join in between if you want to. That's the only thing you can do, okay? And then what happens is, okay, my food has arrived. I need to go downstairs and pick my food. I'll come back, okay? So I can have food and we'll talk. Just hold on. I'll come back. I'll play the music and leave.
Bring the spice. We don't need that sun to fall. It's an afternoon delight. Dancing around this kitchen, listening to our favorite records play. Let 'em play. Baby, we've been cooking with Crisco. Hey, we mixing country and disco. Stir it around, give it a spin, and it's a rhinestone world we're living in. We're talking southern nights. We could be like islands in the spring, that's right. Getting in that rhythm with the radio, and away we go. Cooking with that Crisco. Pulling on these apron strings like a symphony. You and me so high in love, just like the 70s. Like Conway and Loretta, maybe even better if we tried, you and I. Baby, we've been cooking with Crisco. Hey, we mixing country and disco. Stir it around, give it a spin, and it's a rhinestone world we're living in. We're talking southern nights. We could be like islands in the spring, that's right. Getting in that rhythm with the radio, and away we go. Cooking with that Crisco. Baby, we've been cooking with Crisco, ain't we? Mixing country and disco. Stir it around, give it a spin, and it's a rhinestone world we're living in. We're talking southern nights. We could be like islands in the spring, that's right. Getting in that rhythm with the radio, and away we go. Cooking with that Crisco.
Had to choke a motor till the motor cranks. Had to skip a swim jig off a rock bank. Had to take my coffee in a Circle K cup. Had to put it over on the beat on a sunflower dove. Or had to clean a truck bed for the first day. No, there ain't no way I wouldn't know how to not know how to clean what I caught. Lean on my draw and I talk back home. I wouldn't know how to not sit beer and out about them dogs. Tristan be talking to God, 'cause he knows I'll always be my father's son. I cannot be from where I'm from. This way of living I've got, yeah. I wouldn't know how to not, I wouldn't know how to not mix a little 7 in my solo. Put me up a camp chair where the creek rolls. Light me up a fire on the Georgia clay. You can take the boy out the dirt, but the dirt don't go away. I wouldn't know how to not know how to clean what I caught. Lean on my draw and I talk back home. I wouldn't know how to not sit beer and out about them dogs. Tristan be talking to God, 'cause he knows I'll draw when I talk. Back home, I wouldn't know how to not sit beer out about them dogs. Tristan be talking to God, 'cause he knows I'll always be my father's son. I cannot be from where I'm from. This way of living I got, yeah. I wouldn't know how to not, I wouldn't know how to not. This way of living I got, I wouldn't know how to not. Yeah, this way of living I got, I wouldn't know how to not.
Where it sounds like home. Apple Music Country.
Cotton Eye Joe's Friday night. What you drinking? Baby, I'll buy. She said, make it a double, make it on ice. You sound like the kind of woman I like. She just smiled and said, you sure about that? Are you sure you can handle what's under this hat? 'Cause there's two kinds of girls in the world. There's good girls and there's cowgirls. Good girls you can take home to mamas, take them to church when they want you to. They're everything nice and not much drama. If that's your thing, that's good for you. Oh, if you like 'em more on the wild side, the kind of rodeo that goes all night. Good girls are made of sugar and spice, and cowgirls are made of whiskey and ice. Cowgirls like to take it outside. They love to dance and they know how to ride. They'll do things to make you lose your mind, but when the chips are down, they'll be by your side. Oh, good girls you can take home to mamas, take them to church when they want you to. They're everything nice and not much drama. If that's your thing, that's good for you. Oh, if you like 'em more on the wild side, the kind of rodeo that goes all night. Good girls are made of sugar and spice, cowgirls are made of whiskey and ice. We run wide open, don't do fences. We dance close, drink hard, don't forget it. Good girls you can take home to mamas, take them to church when they want you to. They're everything nice and not much drama. If that's your thing, that's good for you. Oh, if you like 'em more on the wild side, the kind of rodeo that goes all night. Good.
Back with my food. I'll show you what that is. I have so I'm having a paneer fried rice. Okay. So I was talking about the kind of family I grew up, right? Yeah. So I
Girls are made of sugar and spice. Cowgirls are made of whiskey and ice. Good girls are made out of sugar and spice. Cowgirls are made of whiskey and ice. Oh yeah, cowgirl.
I've been trying to open up your eyes. I've said it, but you don't get it. So I went out tonight. I poured 3-4 shots of whiskey. I danced around till I was dizzy. I found some stranger and let him kiss me and take me home. Then you weren't there, I didn't mind it. You called all night and I declined it. And now you're acting all surprised, but I don't know how you didn't get the memo. Even though your friends know I'm already halfway at Tennessee. You didn't get the memo. Go look out your window. Now the only thing that you're left to me is a memory. Is a memory. So long, Mr. So wrong. I've been trying to get you on my sticks for so long, and it's all fine. Kiss it goodbye. If there's any doubt for you, let me spell it out for you. I poured 3-4 shots of whiskey. I danced around till I was dizzy. I found some stranger and let him kiss me and take me home. Then you weren't there, I didn't mind it. You called all night and I declined it. And now you're acting all surprised, but I don't know how you didn't get the memo. Even though your friends know I'm already halfway at Tennessee. You didn't get the memo. Go look out your window. Now the only thing that you're left to me is a memory. Is a memory. Is a memory. Ooh, you think of me. Ooh, I think of me. I poured 3-4 shots of whiskey. I danced around till I was dizzy. I found some stranger and let him kiss me and take me home. Then you weren't there, I didn't mind it. You called all night and I declined it. And now you're acting all surprised, but I don't know how you didn't get the memo. Even though your friends know I'm already halfway at Tennessee. You didn't get the memo. Go look out your window. Now the only thing that you're left to me is a memory. Is a memory. Is a memory. Ooh, you think of me. Ooh, I think of me.
Hell, I know we're broken,
but it won't go to waste. 'Cause there's gold in those pieces. Thank God you didn't throw them away. Yeah, I know you're holding a past full of pain. And if you look closely, there's beauty in the cracks of the paint. 'Cause bullets and blades have left scars that won't fade, but I like how they look on your face. And blood leaves a stain that reminds us of pain, and one day it'll all wash away. I know your past was a god-awful place, but look what it made.
Hold me close, convince me my ugly's beautiful. 'Cause I believe you more than you ever know. Keep a place for me in your centerfold when I don't deserve it, 'cause I am bullets and blades have left scars that won't fade, but I like how they look on your face. And blood leaves a stain that reminds us of pain, and one day it'll all wash away. I know your past was a god-awful place, but look what it made. Bullets and blades have left scars that won't fade, but I like how they look on your face. And blood leaves a stain that reminds us of pain, and one day it'll all wash away. I know your past was a god-awful place.
I know your past was a god-awful place, but look what it made.
She was 69, still smoking, serving hurricanes since the schooners wharf open. When she poured me one, I asked the secret. She said, don't ever let grass grow up underneath you. Carry on, karaoke, it don't matter if you can't carry a tune in a bucket anyways. Carry on, who cares what the naysayers say? If it's Saturday night, get carried away. Carry on, carry on. Can't carry nothing with you, and it won't be long till it's six carrying you home. Till then, you gotta carry on. Well, it turns out she kissed Elvis. A story she told would make Penny Lane jealous, and she said, "Hun, my shift's ending," beside a peace sign at the bottom of my ticket. Carry on, karaoke, it don't matter if you can't carry a tune in a bucket anyways. Carry on, who cares what the naysayers say? If it's Saturday night, get carried away. Carry on, carry on. Can't carry nothing with you, and it won't be long till it's six carrying you home. Till then, you gotta carry on. Carry on. If it feels good, do it. If it doesn't, then don't. Carry on, carry on. Yeah, man, you gotta carry on. Carry on, karaoke, it don't matter if you can't carry a tune in a bucket anyway. the naysayers say. If it's Saturday night, get carried away. Carry on, carry on. If it feels good, do it. If it doesn't, then don't carry on. Carry on. Yeah, man, you gotta carry on. Yeah, man, you gotta carry on. Yes, ma'am, I'm gonna carry on.
Apple Music Country.
Said you don't do Texas, got too many exes that talk in an accent just like me. Said you've been here, done that, hung up your hat, already saw what you needed to see. But you let me buy the drink in your hand, checked yes to a midnight dance. I made you look a little deeper in your heart to see if there's room for two. Made you look like you're liking what you see, and then you're running out of reasons not to. I can already tell that you already fell for the oldest trick in the book. Girl, I made you look. You're judging books by the cover, you're scared to discover I might just love you like a left-hand ring. I see the heart that you're keeping for keeps, sliding right down on your sleeve. I made you look a little deeper in your heart to see if there's room for two. Made you look like you're liking what you're seeing, and you're running out of reasons not to. I can already tell that you already fell for the oldest trick in the book. Girl, I made you look. Through the smoke and the lights, buzz in your eyes, even if it's just for the night. At least I made you look a little deeper in your heart to see if there's room for two. Made you look like you're liking what you're seeing, and you're running out of reasons not to. I can already tell that you already fell for the oldest trick in the book. Made you look.
Hacking up a trailer on the 2-inch hitch. I can shoot a shotgun, I can catch a fish. I can change a tire on the side of a road. Yeah, I know a few things a man ought to know. How to know when it's love, how to stay when it's tough, how to know you're messing up a good thing, and how to fix it before it's too late. And yeah, I know a boy who gave up and got it wrong. If you really love a woman, you don't let her go.
picture same as I can take it down, and how to keep it hidden when a heart gets broke. Yeah, I know a few things a man ought to know. How to know when it's love, how to stay when it's tough, how to know you're messing up a good thing, and how to fix it before it's too late. And yeah, I know a boy who gave up and got it wrong. If you really love a woman, you don't let her go. Yeah, I know a few things a man ought to know. How to know when it's love, how to stay when it's tough, how to chase forever down a driveway, how to never let it get there in the first place. And yeah, I know a boy who gave up and got it wrong. If you really love a woman, you don't let her go. Well, I know a few things a man.
Don't go nowhere, I just need your love, 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 girl. Just trust I want your love, love, love. Don't go nowhere, I just need your love, 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 girl. You love, 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 love. Don't go nowhere, I just need your love, 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 girl. Just trust I want your love, love, love. Don't go nowhere, I just need your. Do you miss me too? Feels like yesterday you recall why. Do you miss me too? I miss your face, don't ever change, let me blink again.
I just I just had my dinner. I'm done with my dinner. So I eat 2 meals a day. In a 24-hour period, I have food 2 times. Okay, we take a 24-hour period. So I was saying that I have 2 meals in a 24-hour cycle. So my first meal, when did I have my first meal of the day? Around 10 a.m. Sorry, 11 a.m. Yeah, 11 a.m. I had my first meal. I had my second meal at 10 p.m. So it's like 11 to 10. We're talking at 11-hour window, right? 11 o'clock, I had my first meal, that's breakfast. Excuse me. And then times now 10 p.m., 10:15 p.m. We count it as 11 hour. Okay, like right? 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. is 12 hours, right? So just minus 1 hour. So we'll say 11 hour is my second meal in a 24-hour cycle. Still, we're not done. The 24-hour cycle stops at 11 a.m. So now at 10:15, I'm finished with my dinner, right? My next meal I'll have at tomorrow morning, 11 o'clock. So how much time have we left? How much time window is this fasting going? Let's see, 10:15. So we'll call it as 10 a.m. Sorry, 10 p.m. Okay. So 10 p.m. to 10 a.m. is 12 hour, and 11 o'clock is like okay. We'll call it. So it's like, yeah. Wait a second. 10 p.m. to 10 a.m. is 12 hours, right? 11 o'clock is like 13 hours. Great. 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. is what? 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. is again 12 hours. Oh, perfect. Yeah, in a 24-hour cycle, I'm having food at 2 times, and the 2 times is splitting exactly in a 12-hour window. My first meal and second meal is a 12 hour. My second meal and then next day first meal is a 12 hour. You got it, right? So we got a 24 hours window. In that breakfast 11, I have my first meal. We don't call it breakfast, lunch, dinner. Okay, we call it first meal of the day. First meal of 24-hour period is how we calculate. Okay, it's called 24-hour period. So we need to go in a scientific way. We should no more call it first meal, second meal, or we should no more call it breakfast, lunch, dinner. We don't call that. We don't call it a day. We call it 24 hours. Okay, 24 hours is a day, but we convert that and say it's 24 hours. In 24 hours, I'm eating 2 meals, just only 2 meals. And when am I eating my first meal? When am I having my second meal? Is what I'm trying to explain. Today I had my first meal at 11 a.m. That's my first meal in a 24-hour period. So 11 a.m. is the start of the clock in the 24-hour period. When does the 24-hour period get over? The next day, 11 a.m. is when the 24-hour period gets over. So my first meal I have is when the clock starts in the 24-hour period. Did you get the concept of what I'm trying to explain? So a 24-hour period is called a day. Okay. Well, then you call it Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Well, that is all complication. To move all this crap out, okay? To move everything out, because we are getting into more easy way of understanding. We call one day as 24-hour period, so we don't call it a day, we call it 24-hour. The first meal of the day I had today is at 11 a.m. The first meal of the day when you have is your first, is when the time ticks in a 24-hour period. So if 11 a.m. is when I had my first meal of the day, that's when the clock starts. 24-hour clock starts. Got it, right? So the 24-hour clock ends the next day 11 a.m. Got it, right? And then, so 11 a.m. I start my first meal. 10 p.m. I'm having my second meal. So we are close to 12 hour. Right? 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. is 12 hour. I'm 10 p.m. I finish my second meal. I'll call it a 11 hour window, okay? Or like 12 hours. We'll call it 12 hours, okay? We'll approximate it. It's very close, right? So 11 p.m. I had my second meal, correct? Now my next meal I'll have tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. So we got another 12 hour. So you got it right. Now that completes 24-hour cycle. My first meal and second meal is a 12-hour. Second meal and the next day, that is the third meal, is at another 12-hour. Got it right. That's 24-hour cycle. You're making 2 meals. So this is how I've been eating since long time. Okay. And now I'm going to shift. I'm going to make a shift soon to 24-hour period. I'm going to have only 1 meal a day. I think it's more than sufficient because excuse me. Why I say this is more than sufficient is because like when I have a meal, right, I have a very good quantity of meat. Very good quantity. Now I had 2 paneer fried rice. This 2 paneer fried rice is very good for 24 hours. I'll be very honest with you. It'll go good for 24 hours. 2 paneer fried rice will do good, very good for 24-hour period. So the next move, like next shift, is I'm going to have 1 meal a day, and I'm going to have 1 good meal, like 2 paneer fried rice, and I'm going to give it 24 hours. So, for example, let's say tomorrow morning 11 a.m. is my next day cycle, right? Next 24-hour period starts. I skip that time period, okay? Got it, right? I straight away have my first meal of the day at 11. Next day of the meal at 11 p.m. 10 p.m. like today's time, right? 10 p.m. Tomorrow I have 10 p.m. is my first meal of the 24-hour cycle. So every day, only at night 10 p.m. I eat only every single 24-hour period. If I eat only once, and that is at night 10 p.m. and leave it for next 24-hour cycle to complete, is what I'm going to put myself into the test. That's easy to do because I've done 24-hour fasting a lot of times in my life. A lot of times, not once, twice, quite a lot of times. It's very easy for me to do 24-hour period fasting. You got it right. This is called 24-hour period. So for 24 hours you don't eat food, then you eat food, then next 24 hours you don't eat food, then you eat food. That's what is happening, correct? So my next is, but I'm going to have good the 24-hour period, I'm going to have, sorry, in the one meal in the 24-hour cycle, I'm going to have one good meal, like 2 paneer fried rice. 2 paneer fried rice will fill me up. That's it. So breakfast, the 2 meals which I have is in the morning time I used to have lemon rice, coffee, and 2 vada. Okay. In the night, 2 paneer fried rice. So now I'm going to cut the lemon rice, vada, and coffee out completely. I'm going to go with just 2 paneer fried rice in a 24-hour period. So it's like I'm fasting 24 hours, I'm breaking the fast, I'm continuing the next fast for next 24 hours. That should be sufficient, I guess, for my body. I've done a lot of times 24-hour fasting. 24 hours, very easy for me. A lot of people may not find it easy, but if you're a beginner to this 24 hour. For me, it's very easy. What is more challenging is after 24-hour period fasting. 48 hours, I've done it. I've done a couple of times. Yeah, I can do it. I can do 48-hour fasting. But after 48 to 72 hours is exactly where the factor of, that's where everything begins. Okay, that's where the real challenge is. And that's when your body is entering ketosis. When your body enters ketosis, your body food source is not there, right? Your body needs some kind of food source to fuel your body, right? It'll take the body fat. Your body fat will be taken up by the body and it'll consume that. So that's how it works. Yeah, 72-hour fast, that is like 3 continuous days, 3 24-hour continuous periods of a day, 3 days of 3 days. I've done it. The third day was very challenging one because it is medically written documents. Was the third day what happens is a lot of things happening. It's just not the fat burn. It resets your system. Your lot of dead cells will get killed or something like that. I can share the medical document. It explains a lot of things. Third day fast is the most important fast in the 72-hour period. The last 24 hours is the most crucially important part. It absolutely resets your entire body out. And it really they talk about a lot of things in the last 24-hour period in 72-hour fast. Okay, they talk about on your second 24-hour day, right, period, your body will start entering into ketosis. Ketosis means your food source has to come from within your body. What will be your food source is your body fat. Your body fat will be used for food source. It'll start burning. The body fat will burn to come out as a food source. Got it, right? That's how second day will start happening. Third day, your body does more than, it's just not ketosis. The ketosis will continue on third day, but third day something else starts happening. Your brain activity, they talk about a lot of things. Okay, there is some medical documents. I have it also. They talk about a couple of things. One is they talk about the dead cells, and the cells with dead cells all will be removed, something like that. I'm not talking medical terms. I'm talking very layman term. For you can pick up the document and read. So the dead cells in your body all will kind of be eliminated at that time, the third day. And then your brain will fire a lot of neutrons. I mean, a lot of, I don't know what they say. So your brain activity will be excellent at that time, third day, because your food, right? People talk about drugs. People talk about drugs, alcohol, cigarettes, and now we're talking about food. Everything is the same. Everything is the same. The food is the most minimalistic harm it can do to your human body. Okay, and food has to be had in a certain way, like how I explained. For me, based on everybody's body type, you can have food just every 12 hours or every 24 hours. So that flexibility is very easy to do, but since nobody has tried doing it, you found it difficult, especially people with good body fat percentage, not the people who are very lean. People who are very lean, right, they will not have body fat percentage. They won't have body fat. Much, I mean, in very big, in huge volumes of talking. I mean, even a lean person has body fat, but their percentage will be very little. So for them, they have to eat food. They have to eat food 3 meals. The people who are lean, no. Okay, but for a person like me, I have definitely good body fat percentage. For me, in average, like India, a lot of people have a lot of body fat percentage. A lot of them have it. So for you and all, 12-hour every 12 hours, if you eat, is more than sufficient. One good meal every 12 hours is more than sufficient. If you need to start at that place, if you have good body fat percentage, nothing will happen. Every 12 hours, you just need to eat only one good meal. One good meal is sufficient. Forget about what goes in, goes out. That's a different story. Because the food which goes in, right, once the body enters ketosis mode, the food source and all is gone. Your body food source is gone completely. It takes the body fat as a food source, as a source of your energy for your body. So lean people would actually have to eat 3 meals a day, ideally, for them to keep up running. So I talked about, drug, alcohol, cigarettes, and then now food, right? So food, I told you, right, in a 72-hour fasting period, the third day is where you'll realize that your body completely does not have food source in the third day, okay? There is no food source in your body at all. By the time you would have even pooped and got everything cleaned out, mostly, I'm telling you, mostly, everything would have gone out. And your body, food source, whichever goes into your body, right, even that has been used completely. The food source is used, your body, whatever you're holding is, to excrete, everything is gone. So you are completely empty. Your body is completely empty. What you have is body fat percentage. Still, that's a food source. But that is not the food source. The food source, like the way we eat from we put it in the mouth. We put the food in the mouth, right? That's not the food source. Body fat percentage. Body fat in the body is a different food source. So body fat will take a lot of time to even burn. So it will not just start burning at a rapid pace, like how we eat. So the food we eat, if it stays good value for 10 hours, like if you fast for 12 hours, 10 hours is what your body, or food you ate, will stand good. Got it, right? That's what it takes. It just only for 10 hours it will stand good. After that, it'll slowly, body will start entering into different stages, and then you'll enter into ketosis. Whereas when the body enters into ketosis on the second day of fasting, your body fat will be used as a food source. But now that body fat is not same as the food source you give, which stays only for 10 hours. This body fat will take enough number of days to burn. Even if you fast for 20 days, if you have good body fat percentage. I'm just giving you a number, okay? But recommended fasting, they talk about a 72-hour period. In medical terms, in medical professional world, 72-hour is what max they recommend, because that is what a lot of things are happening. The 3-day period is what a body is going through. A lot of things is documented by medical professionals, everything what is happening. The third day, I told you, right? The third day, what happens is your body food source is gone. Your body is completely into ketosis mode. The body does not have anything. You have excreted, you got everything out. By the time it's over, by third day, your body fat is only thing you're fueling your body as a food source. And that is when they talk about a couple of things. They talk about brain cells all will be extremely very active or something like that. So you will, your vision, your sound clarity, the voice, everything will be extreme clear on the third day when you're doing the fasting, because your food source, everything is completely drained off, everything is gone. So that's what I said. The food is like an alcohol drug, but it's the most minimalistic drug, minimalistic alcohol, minimalistic. It's what the very tiny. It's a very tiny impact to your body. You got it, right? So, yeah. So I've done fasting, 72-hour period fasting. I've done it 3 times so far. First time was very difficult because on third day I was feeling very vomiting, not because of fasting, because I told you, right, on the third day, your body is your body sensors are very at extremely very good level, very excellent level. Your hearing, your eye vision, your smell detection, everything is at a very high. Your senses, body sensors, are extremely at a very excellent state at that third day. That's when, if my home is actually little smelly, which could not be smelled on the days when you don't fast for 3 days fasting, you cannot detect that smell. The third day is when you'll start detecting even the minutest smell. in the house, which you would not have detected before. Very minute smell you'll get detected. A dust of very little dust also you'll feel very coughing. On my first attempt of 72-hour period fasting, what happened is on third day I struggled. Very difficult for me. Third day. What happened on third day basically is, so how I did the first time, how did I end up doing this 24-hour, 48, 78, 72-hour? I'll explain it. Okay, very good experience. I'll share it. First of all, I did not do it in terms of pseudoscience or blindly somebody told me. No, I have a medical document written by medical professionals about the fasting. I had to read. First of all, I went into reading mode for a couple of days first to get a hang of it. What is happening in fasting? They would have explained it medically. In 24-hour period, what happens? In 48-hour, what happens? In 72-hour, what happens? Everything they will have explained it. That is with the document in my phone, reading it every day. That motivated me to start my fasting. It is a document written by a medical professional, a doctor from some country, not in India. I picked up on internet, right? So that the document has been documented by a doctor in, I think, in Latin America. I don't remember. I may be wrong. Okay. That document gave me a full understanding of how how fasting is happening medically, in medical terms, in your body. What happens? It's explained in medical terms, like medical terminologies are explained. They are also very well broken down and explained. So with that, I did a lot of reading continuously for a couple of days just to get a hang, right? When you show more and more interest in a subject, your first attempt of reading, you will not understand. Second attempt, third attempt, fourth attempt. Well, I have interest, but I'm not able to get a hang of it. I'll go back and forth until I get, okay, until you get to a place where, okay, you're able to understand everything in detail. Okay, at least if you don't understand everything in detail, once you start fasting, right, you will know where to go and check at what period of time what is happening is documented to your body, and you can read it and understand. To that level, you need to get down. So that is how I started my 24-hour fasting. First 24-hour fasting. It was very difficult. I did fasting for 12-hour window first. Did not start with 24. I did not go for a 24-hour period fast first. I did for 12 hours with the reading. I'm continuously reading about fasting. Medically written document. Okay. Medical professional written document. She will have explained day 1 what happens in the 24-hour window. Next, day 2, when the fasting continues, what happens in the 24-hour window? What is happening inside your body? What is happening to the food you put inside the body? Got it, right? She has explained it for 3 days perfectly in the document. So my first attempt was 12-hour window. Initially, I found a little struggle for 12-hour window itself because I was a heavy eater before. I was a heavy eater, of course. I used to have 2 meals, but heavy eater, something like that. So to shift into this mode of 12-hour itself, it's like you need to be prepared for it, right? You're not doing it for the sake of doing. You're doing it with efforts. You're reading it and learning, and you want to put that into practice and do it. So you will feel a little difficult to start like that. So then I go and started. I was able to complete 12-hour. Yeah, first time when I did, I found a little difficult because I'm reading and I'm going back and forth. I'm questioning between the pseudoscience. I'm toggling between the pseudoscience world and science world, right? See, even though I come from an engineering background, even though I appreciate science, it is not that everything I know is science. Got it, right? There is enormous, in a country like India, there is enormous amount of pseudoscience for us around us. Enormous. Only when you take a subject and you pick up, this was a real example I told you, right? Fasting is never taught in, fasting is taught in pseudoscience. Like religions talk about fasting, right? Every religion talks about fasting. Oh, you should do fasting. Why medically it's not explained? Because for them, the target audience is uneducated population. For me, I cannot take their approach because I need to, if I take pseudoscience approach of believing, right, you know what they'll tell? I'll tell you how they talk, pseudoscience people. They'll say that, oh, the God has told that in Bible or Quran or in Bhagavad Gita or Ramayana or Mahabharata or the Sikhs, right? That's the God has told us, you have to do fasting on this day for this many hours. So they'll set you up, they'll set your brain up to do fasting in the name of God. So any difficulties or any struggles you go through during fasting window, you will end up praying to God. Actually, you won't be able to tell what you're going through. That is what the pseudoscience world goes. So That's what I'm telling you, right? In a country like India, India has full of pseudoscience, enormous amount of pseudoscience. I'm talking, this is just a tip of an iceberg. What I'm talking. What I'm talking is just a tip of an iceberg about India. Okay, now let's get into this documentation I found and I started reading, right? So when I'm reading a medical document, I'm not a doctor, first of all, right? I don't come from a medical, I'm not a medical professional by profession, I'm not a medical professional. So for me to even understand is difficult. But since I wanted to do fasting, I wanted to study fasting medically. That is how I showed interest in a document written by a doctor, which is explained in detail about this 24-hour, 48-hour, 78-hour fasting, step by step, what happens in the body, what is food to what goes in, how everything works. She has explained it. Okay, she was a female doctor, yeah. So that initially reading, and then I have to be like go into the detail and find, okay, then I put things into practice. I had to. So when I started fasting, right, I do have my documents in my phone. I've downloaded and kept it, right. I always go back and I'll check the time, right. I put a 12-hour window and I'll check with what she has explained the 12-hour window, what is happening. I'll keep reading, and just in case, like, she would also mention about how to overcome challenges during fasting. She would medically it's explained like what all you will go through possibly, and how to normalize that. Stress could be a factor which will affect your fasting itself. So how to handle stress is you have to keep silent and just sit idle or just move slowly. That's it. You don't put too much of effort, because the first time fasting you're doing, right, you're coming out of a pseudoscience world into a world of science by studying, understanding, and doing. So that is what happens. So yeah, so I would be using my phone with the document. I'd be reading it. I'd be cross-verifying to what I'm putting in practice. What she's mentioned, what I'm putting in practice is, are we in sync? Am I able to understand? Am I able to understand in the 5th hour what is happening to my body? I'm on the 5th hour of the fasting. Okay, what has she mentioned? What happens to my body in the 5th hour of fasting? And document it. I'll read it. Okay, now in the 8th hour, I'm in the 8th hour. I'll go back and read it. Okay, I'm in the 8th hour. What is she explaining? In the 8th hour, what is my body happening? She will explain every hour what the body is happening in the entire document. Got it, right? During the fasting. So that is what I was doing. That is the only thing which gave me confidence to even do fasting on my own. This 72-hour fasting you're supposed to do with a medical professional's assistance. Like, without a medical professional's knowledge, you should not do this, because this requires medical. So I'll tell you something very interesting. If you go to a doctor and say that I want to do like fasting of 24, 48 or 72-hour period, if they like say agree to it, they most likely will say to you to admit in the hospital for 72 hours, because just in case your body is going through some problems happening, they'll have to put you drips. Got it, right? For safety purpose, they'll say you have to stay in the hospital for 72 hours. They'll give you take a bed and stay here. We'll put you in the fasting mode and we'll monitor you, and we'll let you know if everything is fine. That's what doctors usually do. What I did is, since I got access to the documents, I was able to read, and she's explaining every hour what happens in the body. So I'm able to cross-verify to an understanding, to keep it, okay, I'm able to understand this, I'm able to understand this, and this hour, I'm going through this in my body, I'm able to understand this. So the first 8 hours was tough. I mean, first 8 hours. And then from 8 hours, I extended the next fasting to 12 hours. And 12 hours, I was checking for some time. And 12 hours got better because I was reading, applying, reading, putting in practice, reading, putting in practice. I'm able to understand what is happening every hour. After 12 hours, again, I shifted to 24 hours. That place, I initially had a little struggle, but since my documentation was excellent, I was able to read, cross-verify, put into practice, and I was able to keep up with the whatever she's explained, what is happening to me. I was feeling comfortable, everything. So 24-hour period, I got into the place of 24-hour period fasting. Okay, the 24-hour period fasting was excellent. I was doing 24-hour period fasting. After 24-hour period fasting, I went into 48-hour. I finished 24-hour period. I took some days break, everything, and I gave a break once I finished 24-hour period a couple of times. I started giving a lot of breaks. Okay. So then I got into a mode of doing 48 hours. That time 24-hour window was becoming easier, and I went through 24-hour period. Then I got into 48-hour period. That was, again, I had to keep reading and telling myself, okay, this is what is happening in the body to me after 24-hour period. So there's nothing to worry. And if there's any challenges, she has already mentioned that what you have to do in the case of like whatever you're facing, right? You can drink water. It's a water fasting. Okay, water has 0 calories. You can drink water if you want. No big deal. So 40, that's how I finished. I was able to achieve 48-hour fasting. And then that 48-hour fasting I did a couple of times. Of course I gave enough breaks. After 48 hours I'll give a 1 week break, something like that, and pick up another 1 day after 1 week I will go back to do 48-hour fasting. And I will always make sure I have the document in my phone ready, so I'm reading and doing it. Even though I would have done it once, I want to go back and read it and do, okay, this is what is happening, this is what is happening. Since I don't come from a medical degree professional, right, I cannot remember everything. So I need to have the document handy every time I do fasting. I'll be reading, okay, this is what is, so I have to tell myself, okay, so this is what is happening scientifically. Got it, right? So from there, 24 to 48 hours, I was able to do it a couple of times. From 48, I want to go to 72 hours. My first 72 hours was very challenging. Very challenging. The first 2 days it crossed 48 hours window it crossed. 72 hour, last 72 hours was very difficult because my sensors in my body was in a heightened state. My sound clarity of every sound was very clear in the environment. Extremely clear. You can talk about crystal clear. Your ears will pick up sounds around you and make you feel in a very crystal clear state. You could try it, and it is explained why this happens even. The 72-hour period on the last day. And then my smell senses was heightened. So initially, before that, your smell senses will be suppressed. Now it is heightened. It's like you're removing a block in between. You got it right. Yeah, it is true. So what happened to my height senses heightened? This is my first 72-hour fast, and the last year's 72-hour fast is what a lot of things are happening in the body. Apart from ketosis, on the second day, body enters into ketosis. Ketosis is when your food source will be taken from the body fat. On third day, even though the ketosis continues, there is more other things happening in the body. Your brain, there's something to do with brain activity. Your brain is getting a reset completely. Reset means it's getting cleared, something like that. Okay, I'm not giving you the medical term. I'm not a medical professional. Okay, it is there documented. You can read it. So on the 72-hour, on the last day, what happened is I was. This is my first floor of the room, right? That time I had a table and chair in the ground floor, and it was very dusty. I guess I didn't clean that part of the ground floor. I went into fasting mode without knowing that dust, when in a suppressed mode, will not affect you. When it is in the clear mode, it will affect you. I started feeling very suffocating, dusty, vomiting. I was not able to vomit. There's nothing to vomit. It's like I'm feeling suffocating because the smell and the dust is actually, I'm able to feel the dust. And I couldn't go and do the cleaning work because I don't want to put too much of physical activity at that time. And that's my first time also. You cannot imagine. And that is when in the street I had a fight. Some fight was going on in the street that time. That before the fasting time. That's a different story. I'll tell you what happened that time. So all put together, right? So that's what was happening. On the 72-hour fast, I was the last day. I was going through a lot of problems. I had to drink water. I had to sit down. I had to find. I found it very difficult on the last day. The smell, the dust, which I suppressed which I was in a suppressed state. When I went into heightened state, the dust was. I was able to pick the dust, like my body is, my nose is picking up the dust and everything just like that. And the smells coming from the washroom, a little smell coming from the washroom, it's coming all the way to my dining table. That is a heightened of smell. And because there's nobody in the house, I'm the only guy, right? If there was somebody else, let's say if my dad or mom is a little smelly on the day, but since when we are in a suppressed state, we cannot smell that little smell. maybe if my mom was a little smelly on the day, which usually on a suppressed state, we cannot smell it. When I reach the heightened state, the 72-hour fast, it is possible that I could smell that very little thing. I'm giving you an example. I'm giving you an example. So from something around was smelling. I don't know what it was. And then on top of it, dust. And I couldn't clean also, right? I'm already doing fasting. I didn't want to, I was thinking I must not do too much of physical activity because it might put me into a different state. So I thought, okay, we'll just hang in there. We'll sit down, relax, chill, and we'll do something. But I was suffocating. I was going through a lot of things in the last 72-hour fast the first time. And then the next 2 to 3 times I was able to do it. Third time when I did it turned very comfortable for me. I mean, in the sense, I did not have any challenges in the third time. Yeah. So now since I'm eating in a 24-hour period, I'm eating only 2 times in a 24-hour period. I'm planning to next move to 1 meal in a 24-hour period. That's where I'm planning to move. Got it right. So that's what I'm planning to do. That's my plan. That I can do it very easy. That means every 24 hours I'm having food. That is very easy for me. I've done it before. I can do it again. Yep, that's pretty much it. We'll listen to some songs. I'll have to go fetch some water in the next room. I'll go fetch some water and then I'm just trying to I'm trying to play some music.
Just kept emphasizing, like, there would come a point when we had to write the songs that only we as individuals could write. And I started to think about that more critically, and I started to think about what that might mean for me, because I felt like I'd been writing pretty broadly and generally for a while, and like maybe I didn't feel like I had permission to write about what I really thought and felt, or even when I did, like I had to like disguise it in some way. And then my junior year of college, I wrote this song called White Boy, which ended up being my first single on my first album.
Oh my God, White Boy. Oh my God. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, Amara and I have had moments where we be on the phone and we'll send songs to each other and we'll both be like, oh my God.
I wrote it like in a very quick burst. Like it felt like it was being like dictated to me from heaven or something. And when I finished writing it, my immediate thought was, I can never share this. I can never play this live. No one should ever hear this. It's so humiliating. And then I played it for my mom like a few weeks later, and she was like, this is the best song you've ever written. You must share this with the world. And I started playing it at live shows, and it ended up being the song that led me to my first manager and my producer of my first album. And like, to them, it was so obvious, like, she's the only person who's said this. This is a thing that a lot of people have experienced. I get, whenever I played at shows and whenever people discovered online, I get so many messages from people of color of all genders, all sexual orientations saying like, yes, yes, this. If you've ever been in those kind of environments, like it really speaks to you. And I still somehow thought this is too niche and individual of an experience for it to resonate with anyone else. And the reception to that song, both from like the industry and from fans as they found it, taught me that the more confidently I speak to my own experiences without censorship or trying to make myself look better, the more I can reach kind of a universal audience. So that became like my guiding light as I went forward, and like I ended up having that experience with other songs too, where I was like, I don't need to make myself look any stronger than I actually am, or any like I have anything more figured out than I actually do. The point is, if I can share kind of almost in real time, like, here is what I've learned and here is what I'm still struggling with, like that is always going to resonate with people in a profound way, even if they can't relate to the specificities of the experience.
Now my hair smells like smoke, something's burning, I don't know what it is, I won't laugh at your dumbass jokes, white boy. I don't know you anything, I am learning not to sing for you. The cage is not Maya Angelou's white boy. You still got a grip on me. Sword to hilt, hand to God, bring me to my knees. If I stand down, if I believe, if I am what you ask me to be, what will you make of me? Passion play, almost biblical. White girl arrives, I turn invisible. I don't like who I am to you, white boy.
Wow. Okay. So this is Apple Music, playing country music. It's a radio station, actually. Apple Music's radio station called Country Music. Um, well, I like her outfit, right? She has got a very nice outfit. I mean, the choice of colors, it's looking good. It's looking good on her, like on her body shape. So, talking about outfits and body shape, right? So, I always feel that your outfits has to go well with the body shape rather than trying to choose a outfit just because you like an outfit. You got it right, what I'm trying to say. If you are trying to shop for an outfit, it has to go well with your body shape. If it does not go well with your body shape, it does not matter how much you like the outfit. And this outfit for her, it looks cool. Like, I mean, I can say it looks cool on her. I'm very satisfied with this outfit. It's very nice. Like, I mean, she has a toned up body because I can see her tummy. It's very toned up. So that this outfit for a female with toned up body is looking very nice. It's looking cool, actually. When I say cool, means how do I explain cool? Looks cool. This outfit looks cool on her. How do I explain that? It means like I can see her very friendly. Like I can when I say somebody looks cool, I can make her a friend. Like I am open to see herself like being a friend to start with even. That's what I mean. That's what I mean by cool. When a female looks when I say she looks cool with an outfit, I can feel very comfortable inviting her to my podcast and just asking her to, get along and chill here. I can feel very comfortable in that way is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So I'm okay to host people on the podcast. Like, if anybody wants to join, like, I mean, you could be anybody. Like, you don't have to be somebody very popular, or a celebrity or whatever. I'm like, I'm not into all those stuff. Okay. If you think you can join a podcast with me, like you be from any background, I'm like okay with it. I'm game with it as long as you know how to have a conversation. Like you know how to talk. Can you talk? Very simple. So if you want, I'll host you up over here. But before I host you up, I may have to buy another one of this. I have just one guy of this, so I need to buy another piece of this, or I can do another way of hosting. I'll tell you another way. Well, I'll use my wireless microphone. I'll put you here. We'll switch places, okay? And I will. What I'll do is we'll put two camera source. I'll give you one camera source from laptop for you facing you over here, And my phone camera source, I'll bring it up over here, where I'll flip it the other side. So I stand at the other side and I talk. That still captures and brings into my stream. Well, I'll be on the move because I'll be having a wireless microphone with me. I can just walk from there and I can talk with you. It's just the same stream, okay? We are on the same stream. You're sitting on this side, facing my laptop camera as a source, where you get captured on the screen over here, whereas I'm on the other side of the room, on the opposite side of you in the room, where the camera source is my phone camera. And I use an app. That app camera source goes into my OBS. And OBS, I create I split into 3 screens. We'll put one Apple Music in between. So when we both want to chill for some time, we'll play the Apple Music and mute our mics, and we can talk whatever we want. So the Apple Music keeps playing. It'll be very chill, okay? Just like this.
Stay, you're hypnotic. Twirl my hair, watch my voice jump the octave. I don't like who I am for you, white boy. You still got a grip on me. Sword to hilt, hand to God, bring me to my knees. If I
Music Club.
I day or day, run away, go after you, tongue tied, what you hiding? One less drop of darkness, can't feel where your heart is, blue eyes.
Wow, I love this artwork, right? I mean, what do you see on the pic? Love this pic.
Ride on me, she wanna take a drive in a night on me. Now she wanna ride on me in a late, late night. She wanna ride on me, she wanna take a drive in a night on me. Now she wanna ride on me in a late, late night. Ride on me, she wanna take a drive in a night on me. She wanna ride on me in a late, late night. Cause the flow's too clean. She wanna ride on me, she wanna take a drive in a night on me. She wanna ride on me in a late, late night. Ride on me, she wanna take a drive in a night on me. Cause the flow's too clean. She wanna ride on me in a late, late night. They could do it like me anytime I'm on a mic. Cause the flow's too clean. They could do it like me anytime I'm on a mic. Cause the flow's too clean. They could do it like me anytime I'm on a mic. Cause the flow's too clean. Got my shorty saying you, yeah. When
when I see you, it's a movie. She don't wanna groupies. All these girls wanna do me. Girl, let's stop and get jiggy. We can hit a club with a city. Ride on me. She wanna take a drive and a night on me. She wanna ride on me in a late. She wanna ride on me. She wanna take a drive and a night on me. She wanna ride on me in a late.
Yasin out of Sweden. New album, Your Turn in Blue, just dropped. Yasin, what up? It's 1991.
För att förstå den här historien, jag måste ta dig bak i tiden. Tillbaks till 1991. När Somalias dåvarande diktator störtades och landet led av inbördeskrig och svält. Sverige, precis som många andra länder, tog emot det som skulle bli våra föräldrar i flyktingsförläggningar. De hoppades kanske hitta någon av sina familjemedlemmar. Anhörig invandring gav dem möjligheten tjäna lite pengar. Samtidigt hjälpa någon i nöd från hemlandet. Jag förstod det inte då, men det var därför grannens mamma hade samma efternamn som mig på papper. De fick slinga slanten i Rinkeby där läkare och bönder faller under samma paraply, immigranter. Den charmiga gangsten som hjälper tanterna med deras påsar kom in i gamet på råna tanter tidigt 2000-tal. När orten hade frid, rap lät annorlunda då, det var en annan tid. Man lyssnade på Latin Kings immortal teknik. Då när gaturap betyder skarp samhällskritik. Jag ska inte in på nuet än, där vuxna män spelar ett barns vän. Där barnet sen tvingas ta ett liv för att köpa sig en plats i ett brutalt gäng med känslorna avstängda. Politiker betalar folk med psykisk ohälsa för att få en koran bränd. Det är 2025 nu och 2026 snart. Att läsa om dödsvåld har blivit så självklart. I Sverige på 90-talet, det var inte ens tänkbart. Okej, nu det är typ 2004. Morsan på sitt sjätte barn och kämpar med hyran. Hennes första 3 barn, deras pappa han gick bort. Och inte nog med det, hennes 3:e barn gick också bort. Flera år har gått, hon är fortfarande i chock. Hon träffar en ny man, han ger henne 2 barn, sen går han också bort. Det är då min farsa kommer in i bild. Han får henne på fall med sina tricks. Och med det så får hon mig, Yasin byn hon fick. Men min far gick inte bort, nej den jäveln bara gick. Han stack, och nu så står hon där i kön på socialtjänsten. Tänker
Wow. I like this artwork. It just goes in sync with my screen color, right? Wow. Okay, cool, man. I like it. I definitely like it. Yeah, very good. Very nice. It's very beautiful. So this is playing from Apple Music. I've just paused it for now, so we'll do some talking. I was talking about a couple of things. Like I was talking about how did I do my fasting, and then I was talking about well, I started off talking about my life growing up. So a lot of people do not know that I grew up in a. I was talking about the family kind of family I grew up. So I grew up in a family with a lot of people. Okay, people. It's like I grew up with a lot of people. Okay, like cousins and everybody. Grew up in a joint family system. So grandfather, grandmother, their children. That's my dad and uncles, like 4 of them. And then everybody got married, and they had children, and I was one among them. So I had a lot of cousins. Okay, we lived in one huge bungalow in Madurai. So I was born into a business family. So they were doing a lot of business actually. Silk sari, silk clothes, they are into wholesale business. They don't do retail. It's just like wholesale. They have signed up with the big showrooms, like showrooms that sell saris and silk clothes. So yeah. To name a few, Malli silks, they must be very popular, right? So my grandfather, I mean, they did the business which my grandfather, his brothers were all doing. They had Nalli Silks was one of their regular customer. So they would just source it up from here, and they would. So there are a lot of people. Okay, there are a lot of. I mean, they had a lot of tie-ups. I mean, a lot of business clients. Okay. So yeah, I mean, like that's how that's the kind of life I was living. But it's a very different life, I tell you. It's just not that my family was. I was born into a Saurashtra speaking family. Okay, so I went to school where everybody came from Tamil speaking family. Everyone, like almost everyone I met in the school, everyone is from Tamil speaking family. I'm the only guy who came from Saurashtra speaking family. And I, of course, I spoke in Tamil with all these, with everybody whom I went to school with. Like, they don't speak a lot of English. So they speak English only when they have to study, right? When you got some subjects to study, then the subjects are in English. So that's when they use English. Rest of the time, they don't speak English. Nobody speaks English. Everybody speaks Tamil. So that's how I ended up in this place where everybody was speaking Tamil. And I mean, I did not even learn Tamil officially in my school. So that's one part. So I'm living in a family where everybody speaks Saurashtra, and then I went to school where it's an English medium school, but like nobody speaks English, everybody speaks Tamil. Okay. So they all come from Tamil speaking family, so they all speak Tamil. It's very obvious. And then I went to then what happens? Yeah, I went to college. Again, the same thing happened. I went to college called Mapcosh Engineering College. Okay. There again, it's the same thing. Entire college, everybody come from the state of Tamil Nadu. Of course, they all come from Tamil Nadu. Other states also. Other states were very few, but everybody in the college, it's like 95% of the college students stay in hostel. If you take all the departments put together, 95% of the population of college will stay in hostel. That's the kind of college I went to. So my college, the college I went to, is like what 1.5 hour drive from Madurai. 1 hour, yeah, 1.5 hour drive from Madurai max. So I still was in the hostel from Monday to Friday. I used to stay in hostel. Saturday, Sunday, I used to come back home. You got it right. So it's like how do I explain? So 95% of the population in the college were staying in hostel. 95%. Yeah, I mean, like that's pretty much, man. College. Yeah, I mean, so everybody in the college would speak Tamil because everybody comes from Tamil speaking families. Entire college speaks Tamil. The same thing, the subjects are taught in English, but everybody speaks Tamil because they come from Tamil speaking families. So everyone is in the hostel. It's very obvious you will hear only Tamil, entire hostel. So yeah, everybody speaks Tamil. They won't speak English. Nobody speaks English actually. Like when I studied in school and college, no one speaks English. It's very rare you'll find people speaking English. So everyone speaks Tamil. That's what it is. And after school, after college, yeah, I went to work. I went to work in Chennai. Okay, Chennai is a metropolitan city. It's in the state of Tamil Nadu. Okay? So there, again, the same exact thing. So when I started working in Chennai, right? So I'll tell you, the companies I worked. Okay, I worked in a couple of companies from 1984 to 2002, I was living in Madurai because I was born in Madurai, and my family, home, everybody are in Madurai. So I ended up studying school until my 12th grade in Madurai. So 2002 to 2006, uh, I went to college, which is in Virudhunagar district. It's a Mahakoshal Engineering College. It's like 1.5 hour drive from Madurai. But I still stayed in the hostel, like 4 years of 4 years of hostel life. Like, but every weekend I would come back. I would come to Madurai every weekend. I think just 2 or 3 weekends I stayed in the hostel. Every weekend I came to Madurai. So that time in the college, there were like few guys from Madurai, like at least in my department. One guy was staying near. This is I'll tell you where he stayed. You know the Travelers Bungalow Road in Madurai. That road somewhere one guy was staying. And that road is not on the road. Inside, you have to go inside. Okay? That's where one of my classmates was staying. Another classmate who was staying with me was in the PTR Rajan Road, near Income Tax Department office. His parents were working in Income Tax Department, I guess. So that one guy was staying there. And another guy, there was one female who of course, from my class, she was staying in Bypass Road. I went to a home, so I remember a home. It was rented home, I guess. So I don't know, like, I mean, that's one part. I mean, that's one thing I know. Who else? I'm talking from my class. From other departments, I know a couple of them. Also, my class, yeah. This guy was the guy who stayed near the Travelers Bungalow Road. Was his guy name was Prabhu Shankar, and the guy who stayed near the PTR Rajan Road, right? So near that, there's a market there. Okay, it's a vegetable market. Nearby that, he stays. His name is Ram Subramaniam. Yeah. Who else? The female name who was staying in Bypass Road, her name was Mala. 1, 2, 3. Who else? My class was from Madurai. I think these three guys. Yeah, only these three from my class, like my department. I'm talking my department. Who else was there? Yeah, I think these three. Yeah, and I was the fourth guy from Madurai. Yeah, everything correct. Only four of us. Everyone else were from other part of Tamil Nadu, right? From Rajapalayam, from Virudhunagar, from Sivagasi, from Tirunelveli, from Thoothukudi, from Chennai, from I don't know. Like, I think these were the people, if I remember. Yeah, Ambasamudram, Tenkasi. Which other place did these people come from? I think that's it. So all these people came from all these small parts of Tamil Nadu. So for us, Madurai, from a college to Madurai is very near, right? So 1.5 hour for us to move from coming from college to hostel. So every weekend, all the four, like me, Ram Subramaniam, this guy, and Prabhu Shankar, and this female Mala, I guess. So all the four will go back home. So people who were studying in the college, and for us, Madurai is near 1.5 hour. For Rajapalayam is near the other side from college, 1.5 hour. And Tirunelveli also is nearby. Thoothukudi is nearby. Tirunelveli, Thoothukudi, these guys go back home. These guys go Rajapalayam, they go back home. Ambasamudram, these guys go back home, I guess. Tenkasi and all, they all go back home, I guess. I don't know. I don't remember. Like for us, Madurai, yeah, we go back. Yeah, there's one more guy called Praveen. This guy where he stayed is on the airport road. Sorry, not airport road. Before airport road. That is Jaivilas Road. You know the Jaivilas building, the bridges, the NMR bridge is there, right? You dropped on the NMR bridge. Oh, this Vetri Cinemas Road. That's where this guy was staying. So yeah, from Madurai we were 5 people. The rest and all, Tirunelveli, Thoothukudi, Rajapalayam, Srivilaputtur, Tenkasi, Chennai, and then what else? Yeah, that's it. That's the kind of people who were all of my classmates and spread from here. Okay, I need to get my laptop charged real quick. Okay, one sec. Okay. Yeah. So it's like what? How many people? Like 10 people I told you, right? Yep. So sorry, 5 people were from Madurai. In the department I studied in BTech in information technology. Okay. So yeah, 5 people, correct, from Madurai. Every weekend, everybody will go to Madurai. At least the guys and girls who have their homes in Madurai, all the weekends we go to Madurai. That's something which I know for sure. Uh, I used to go. Um, yeah, I mean, like I think I used to go with this guy Prabhu Shankar most of the times because it's like Friday evening. Everybody gets out of the college, so it's like everyone is out of the college. I club with Prabhu Shankar and me, and we go, and then we go out, split out. Like, of course, we get on Madurai and we split out. I've been to all these big guys' home. Like, I've been to Prabhu Shankar, this guy's home. Ram Subramanian, I used to spend a lot of time in his home during my college days. So I would just go in the weekend and spend a couple of hours with him. Uh, yeah, Prabhu Shankar is like his home. His parents would not be there. His brother, he had an elder brother. I guess he went abroad to work. Same tech. So I used to go weekend. I've been to his home just 2 to 3 times. And what I've done is I went to his home. That time I used to drink alcohol. Okay, I mean not a frequent alcohol, but sometimes I used to drink alcohol. So one day I went to do a night study or something like that on the weekend. Not yeah. I bought some alcohol and then I took to his home. He does not drink. I used to drink and smoke a cigarette. Was living in some small home in some quarters. They're like some government employees, I guess. His parents, so they have some small quarters kind of home. So I went there and I was staying there. Yeah, it was fun actually. It was fun that time weekend. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it. It's actually crazy, right? To It's crazy to look back. Actually, it's very crazy to look back. Super crazy to look back. Wow. Fine. So that's that's pretty much it. I have nothing much. So yeah. So I worked in companies, right? I worked in nearly 6 companies. I'll tell you, the first company I worked is Alsec Technologies. Okay, that's in Velachery in Chennai. I worked for it for 6 months. I got a job immediately after college, so I thought I'd go there and pick up and do some job. I think it's just a sales job. Okay, and then after that, I got a job in a company called CSS Corp. That's a support kind of job. Okay, it's like 1.5 year I worked. And then I got into Google Technologies. I worked for 2 years. Yeah, 2 years. After technology, I went to a company called. I went to Pune to work. A company called Compicom. It's in Magarpata city. From there, I came to Chennai, back to Chennai, to work in a company called SolarWinds Private Limited. It's a SolarWinds company. And then after that, I went into another company called ACL. It's a Calsoft Labs. Okay, right now it's called ACL Digital. Then there I worked for another company called Extreme Networks in Chennai itself. So I finished all that. That's like 2006. I started working. 2015, I finished my. I mean, I was working till 2015 in Chennai. 2015, I left Chennai. I went to Bangalore. I mean, I took a transfer job. I mean, I asked for a project in Bangalore. Like I was working for Calsoft Labs, so they had office in Bangalore as well. I want to take up a job in Bangalore. So I went to Bangalore, and there I didn't get projects, so I quit the job there itself. So from 2015 to 2015 to 2024, I was working. I was in Bangalore. After 2024, I just came back to Madurai. It's 2025. So 2025 to 2026 is this now, right? So 2025 and 2026 we are right now. I'm in Madurai. That's what has happened. Got it right. So yeah. So what happens? In college, I was trying to date a female called Mala. She's from Madurai, right? But we started talking, but it did not like she. Oh, we did go out once to cafe or something like in Madurai, coffee cafe day. It was in Ananagar. I still remember that. And after that, we continued talking, and then we were like chatting, and we were talking. But then she at some point said she's done with me, and so she asked me not to communicate with her any further. And I said, okay, fine, no problem. And I just stopped talking to her. And then after that, I did not speak to her at all. So I don't know what happened to her. I don't know like what was going on and all. Like I have no clue. So anyways, so that was done. And then that's in a college third year, I guess, third year or fourth year, somewhere there. After this college stuff, then what happens is I go to work in Chennai, right? So I go to work in Chennai. There it is the same thing. So I go to work in Chennai. In Chennai, first company is Altec Technologies. There, no, I did not find any girlfriend or anything. Yeah, nothing much. Then I moved to the CSS Corp. Yeah, there was a female called Husna, and I was trying to date her, or I mean, she was too attracted towards me. She would be talking to me most of the time. She would be like, in the office, in the workplace, she'll talk with me. That's something like that. Okay? It's not like I don't go out with her. The workplace, she would be talking with me and doing everything. After that, CSS Corp, yeah. Then I go to Wipro Technologies. There was one female who was it female name? Salima, yeah. She kind of had a crush on me, yeah, somewhere there, something like that. I've been to a home and all, like went to a home in Chennai. Everything, yeah. We did not go out actually, but in the office we would kind of hang out. Not very much. Sometimes I used to. Sometimes we go to some cafe in the office, so we just sit there and talk something like that. After that, in Solar, I went to Pune, yeah, Compicom, right? There, no, I did not find any girlfriend, but I had friends. I was living with one of my friends, so he had a lot of teammates who were females. So we went from Pune to Mumbai on a weekend. So they all came to home, and it's just me, this guy, and a couple of females. We all took a cab or something like that. We went to Pune to Mumbai. So those females were like very comfortable talking with me and getting along with me because, yeah, the females in South and the females in North are different. So the females in North are very comfortable to talk and get along. Females in South are very restrictive upbringing. So they don't really talk much here in South. Females in South, so they don't really talk much and get along much. Okay, it's crazy. And then in Pune I stayed only for 6 months, and I came back. I came to Chennai, and then I came to Chennai, right? Then in SolarWinds, this female named Shilpa Anandu joins when I was about to leave SolarWinds in the last 6 months. Yeah, that's when I had a relationship. It was like a staged relationship. I've been writing about this. That, yeah, of course, I started going out with her and everything is right. And yeah, I mean, we have been to holidays, like to resorts and everything. Everything is correct. No, did I end up having sex with her? No, I did not end up having sex with her. But we were into foreplay and everything. So like uh, it's just that we were the weekend staying in some resorts, and I think I was so tired that we did not end up having sex. Uh, but she was doing everything. I mean, we were into everything else, like And I was actually in the weekend. We went to a resort where we went for trekking. So I think she's not used to trekking or what. I mean, like we did a lot of trekking and a lot of stuff, and we didn't end up having sex. We wanted to have sex, but we didn't end up having sex. But we were like, doing everything else beyond just having sex. So that was going on. That was happening. So what after this whole thing, what happens? Yeah. And then her parents, I asked her to come for a live-in, but she did not come. The parents were into something. She was from lower income family or something like that. So she did not come. Like, I mean, I told her to come, but they were like, there's too much of drama going on in the family. They were, her father, mother, were trying to do something. Okay, I don't know what was that. Anyway, so that was one part of it. And after the Shilpa in this case, I go to Bangalore. In Bangalore, what happens is, it's a very big problem, okay? We end up living in a 400 square feet home. In the 400 square feet home, we had to stay for 5 years. Yeah, we had to stay for 5 years. And then we had to stay for 5 years. That's when what happens is, so we were having, I mean, 5 years we were staying in 400 square feet home in Whitefield because of my brothers and everything. So even though I told them that we need to shift the home, they did not listen actually. Something was going on. Okay, something was going on in the sense, I came from Chennai and they were in Bangalore. My brothers were in low paying jobs, something like that. So they were not willing to change the home and this. So something, I don't know, something was happening. Anyways, that's one part of it. I gave a lot of options. Why don't we rent out this home and all those stuff? So they did not do that. So, and then what happens is, after that Bangalore stuff, I came back to Madurai. So Madurai, yeah, I've been living in Madurai for last 2 years. I've been living in Madurai for last 2 years. Okay. I've been living in Madurai for last 2 years exactly. Alone, of course, I live alone. That's what is happening. Yep, that's exactly what's going on. Well, okay, so right now I'm 42 years old and I'm looking to have a girlfriend. Hello world, hello anybody out there. So I'm looking to have a girlfriend and I want to have 50 girlfriends, 50. So okay, this is what I'm trying to do. I'll tell you what this is. Okay, I come from science background, right? So I want to have 50 girlfriends. I want to live in a countryside or village, whatever you want to call it in your country or whatever you call it in your country. It's a country, either a countryside life or a village life or a grassland life, a farmhouse life, a brandonium life, something like that. Where me and my 50 girlfriends live in one, we don't live in one home, we live in one big, huge area size land, and that everybody has a home to live. So me and my 50 girlfriends, and we need to have high-speed internet connected, drinking water connected. Sorry, the groundwater, drinking water, everything connected, electricity connected, everything connected, and we want to grow our own food and eat. That is the level at which I'm thinking. And it should be possible to live that life. It's very easy because everything is science backed. So once you come, so I want my 50 girlfriends to come from science background, like STEM background, STEMM. S stands for science, T stands for technology, E stands for engineering, M stands for mathematics, and next M, another M stands for medical. So STEMM. If you come from that background, all my 50 girlfriends have to come from that background. If they come from that background, it's very easy, the life which I'm talking. And it'll be very easy life. We get into this countryside life, 50 homes plus 1, 51 for me. Then, just 1 second. Let me drink some water. So what I said is, I want to have 50 girlfriends, and so I want to have 50 girlfriends coming from STEM background, STEMM, STEM background, and I end up having sex with everybody, and I get one baby out of all my 50 girlfriends' vagina. So I get 50 babies out. It's possible to do it. It is possible to do it. That's what I want to do. You got it right. So I need 50 girlfriends. So my requirement to be a girlfriend, there are a couple of boxes to tick. It's a mandate boxes to tick. One is white skin. 2 is beautiful shaped boobs, beautiful shaped ass, beautiful overall body shape. Where you somebody who wears very first world country outfits. So I love first world country outfits. And then you're very comfortable wearing thong and bikini, spring top in the home indoors. So this smell choice of talking to well, it is you speak Malay English. Ninth is you have a minimum of, you come from STEM background, STEMM. You need to have a degree from STEM background. That's 9th point. 10th point is you are in the height of 5'4". That's 5 feet 4 inches or 5 feet 5 inches. I'm 5'5", 5 feet 5 inches. So you're either 5 feet 4 inches or 5 feet 5 inches. If you get everything correct, all these boxes you tick, all the 10 boxes you tick, your chances of becoming my girlfriend is very high. It's very, very high. Got it right? Do you understand? That is what I want. So I want Shilpa Anandu to come into this 50 girlfriends pack. If I'm going to have 50 girlfriends, and one among them should be Shilpa Anandu, because I'm still unfinished with her, because whatever happened was horrible, and she did not listen to whatever I said. I told her to step out for a living, and she was having a different life altogether. Her family, the family she grew up, the kind of place she came from, everything was very different. Like, she was surrounded by pseudoscience people. So it was very difficult for me to cope up with her. And she was not even getting along with me the way I wanted her to get along with me. Like, I wanted her to speak in English. She was not speaking in English. She already came from a lower income family background. So I wanted her to speak in English, get along, leave your family and get out as soon as possible. Well, you could be in touch on social media. That's a different story. I told her all this because she was surrounded by pseudoscience, enormous amount of pseudoscience people. Her parents were uneducated. Her father name was Uday Babu, I guess, and she told me that her father had run a chit fund business and they lost money and they had to flee from Madurai to live in Pune for 10 years, and then they came back to Chennai to start a life. So something was going on. So they ran into some this chit fund business, and his dad ran into he was running some chit fund business, and he couldn't file bankruptcy or something. He did not return the money and everything, like whomever he had got the money for this chit fund. So they left Madurai and went to Pune and then came back to Chennai. That's what she told. Now this narrative could be true, could not be true. We do not know anything, right? Or she could be a medically conditioned female also. Like she has the habit of talking like this. We do not know anything. What is true? What is not true? Yeah. So, yeah, I told Shilpa Anand, what I observed from Shilpa Anand is like, she had an engineering degree, okay? Her mom is uneducated. Her mom's name is Chitra. She's uneducated. They all come from lower income family. Her dad name is Uday Babu. He's uneducated. Her mom is coming from lower income family, uneducated. Her sister name is Pyari Nandu. She just has done some arts degree or something like that. Yeah, nothing much. She does not have any interest in education or something like that. I don't know what that is. Okay. Anyway, that's what was happening. And then she does an engineering degree, and she ends up joining Sullivan's. I think somebody referred her. That guy's name is one guy. That guy was in Shivakumar's team, Shivakumar Tirunavakar's team. So I was in his team first. Then I moved to another team where my team was in Europe. That's in Europe office. That's in Czech Republic, Brno office. Yeah, that's what is happening. So this Shivakumar's team, one guy joins. That guy refers Shilpa Anand and brings her into the office. And she comes directly to my desk on a day one. She starts telling all my personal information. I'm like, who the fuck are you? I don't know who you are. You're just walking into the company. You're joining the company. You're walking up straight up to my desk, my cubicle. She's not even going to her desk. She's walking straight up to me and she starts telling me about me. I'm like, who the fuck are you? Like, you know what I mean, right? Somebody joins a company. On day one, she comes and meets me to tell me everything about me. I've never seen her before. I've never met her before. I've never known her before. Nothing. She says, it's like crazy. Like, a female joins the company and she starts, well, coming down to have a conversation about me and getting to know about me is a different story, is a different approach. Coming directly and talking about me, sharing all my personal information, and telling to me about my personal information, it's like, who are you? Who the fuck are you? How do you know my information? Is my question. Where do you come from? Like, who gave you all this information? It's like, okay, I've worked in several companies. Nobody has walked into the company on her day one, walked to my desk, and started talking to me by sharing all my personal information. Nobody has done that to me. No one. Every company I worked, I've spoken to a lot of females. Okay, that's all true. In all the companies, everything is true, but nobody did what Shilpa Anand was doing. It's like, who the fuck are you? Like, how do you know about me? So every people who I worked, right, if they want to know about me, they want to get along with me, they would come and talk to me to get to know about me. They won't even come and tell me who I am and all. Like, they don't come and tell me my personal information to me, right? They just come to start having a conversation. We'll talk something like work related. You know how to socialize and get along, right? That's how we socialize and get along. In every company I work, that's how we did it. You just come, you socialize, and we get along. That's it. Socialize in the sense, we talk about work related to start with, and then we get into getting to know at a personal level. That's very normal. That's how you socialize, right? There's something to start with. let's say, okay, there are a lot of females who would be interested in me. That's a different story. Like, how do you come out and start having conversation with me? Is you start some general topic, right? Something generic or something common or something which is not very, very widely discussed. You can just come up and talk to me about weather or something, or like, when did you join? Hey, I just want to join this company. What do you think? Like, how long have you been? I'm very new. So what is this company? What's going on? And everything. You can talk something like that, right? So she does not do that. Nobody has done that actually. In all the companies I work, nobody has done. No female has walked up and told me my personal information and stuff to me. Everybody who have spoken to me in all the companies, females, there are so many females who have come and spoken to me. Of course, I agree to that. In all the companies I work, nobody has come and spoke and told me what is my personal information to me. They just come and start a casual conversation, and then slowly, when we get along with the conversation, some work related, something about some sports or something, say some movie or something, some general topic to start with, and then we get to know about some things. We get to know about at a personal level, and then we go out for a cafe. Something, it is, this is how we do it. You don't come to me by telling me my personal information when I do not know who the fuck you are. Right? It's like I do not even know who you are. I've never seen you before. I don't know your name. I don't know who you are. I don't know your caste. I don't know anything about you. You're walking up straight up to me and telling me my personal information. I'm like, dude, this is like horrible. Yeah, it is. It's a horrible. Like, that's what she was doing, Shilpa. So, anyways, so that's one part of it. And then what else? Yeah, when I was in Bangalore, right, in 2015 to 2024, there were a lot of females. I mean, there are a lot of tech companies in Bangalore, and a lot of females do work in tech companies. And what I found out in Bangalore is females are not dating. Like, then after 18 years, you finish your college, you start with work and everything, right? A female is not interested to go have a boyfriend. She is not making initiative. I've never seen a female in Bangalore coming up and striking a conversation with me, showing an interest to talk, get along, and everything. She's not able to do that. They're not very much into that. Okay, I don't know why. Like, after you get the job, right, you're supposed to go find somebody. But what I observed in Bangalore is also very something to share. Okay, but like, what I'm talking is, I'm not able to find a female who could walk up to me and strike a conversation, to get along, to get to know, like, to get along, and then to check if I'm single and do you want to have a girlfriend or something like that. You know what I'm talking, right? They don't know how to have that conversation. But what I found in Bangalore is there are a lot of boyfriend girlfriends who live in. I've seen so many live-in couples in Bangalore. So many people, not one, two, so many. A lot of people. A guy and a girl who's working, they become boyfriend girlfriend. They take up an apartment or something, house or another apartment or whatever, and then they start living in. That's it. Very simple, very straightforward. That's what it is. Okay, you got it right. So, in Bangalore, 2015 to 2024, I mean, I saw Bangalore as a very way much better city than Tamil Nadu. My life in Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu, you don't find boyfriend girlfriends. You won't find boyfriend girlfriend living in Tamil Nadu. In Bangalore, there was a lot of boyfriend girlfriends living in. A lot of them live in Bangalore. A lot of apartments, a lot of people, especially the working people, right? The guys and girls who go out and work after studying, they end up being boyfriend girlfriend, and then they take apartment and live together. Of course, they're boyfriend girlfriends. They may live in, they may have sex. They'll definitely have sex and everything. They may marry, they may not marry. They will split out. Everything is true. So, Bangalore in that perspective is is okay. It takes like it takes a good box of how I would love to see a city. In Tamil Nadu, it does not work like that, right? You won't find a boyfriend girlfriend who like working whatever they are living in. You won't find that in Tamil Nadu. In Bangalore, you can do that. Okay, you got it right. So that is what is happening. In Bangalore, you can have a boyfriend, girlfriend, you can live and everything, you can do that. Uh, yeah, it's very disappointing when I was in Bangalore, 2015 to 2024. Females did not come. No females spoke to me. I went to malls, I went to parks, I went to every place. I went alone, of course. No female was able to walk up to me and talk to me. Just a casual conversation. You don't even a casual conversation where you can check you can check to see that if I'm single, and you don't start with are you single. You can even start with just a casual conversation. Like, hey, I'm just new to the city. You can even cook up a fucking story, man. Like, you know what I'm talking. You can cook up a story. You can say that, hey, I'm just new to this city. Even though if you're not new to the city, it's okay. I'm new to the city. I'm just checking out. Are there any cafes nearby? When you see me in Bangalore, right, some part of Bangalore, you can just stop by and ask, like, hey, I'm just new to the city. Can you? I'm like, I'm trying to check for some cafes or malls. So would you recommend something? It's a very normal conversation to have with me in public places. Like if I'm alone, right? If I'm not with anyone, you can very well come and talk to me. And then you take it up from there. So I want to ask, like, are you single? Like, you looking to have a girlfriend or what? I would be like, if I'm comfortable, with a female, the way she speaks English, if she's speaking very good English and she's having a conversation with like this to me, I'm okay with it. If there's a female who does not speak good English, and that female is checking with me about places, recommended places nearby for cafes and or whatever, that conversation. And then she asks me something that I may be on this topic. Whereas the female who speaks good English, looks very, very, very beautiful and very nice, well dressed and everything, I would continue the conversation with her. That's the difference. I would end up continuing the conversation with her, and then I would end up going to a cafe with her itself. I would be like, hey, I'm like free right now. Even though if I have work to do, right, I'll still be like free right now. I can join you to a cafe. Are you going out alone to a cafe? Like, we'll probably go to a cafe, sit down and talk. Is what I would say. I can talk like, if she's trying to check like good places to visit or places to hang out in Bangalore, and she's just meeting me in Bangalore, and she's just like that starting conversation. Let's say I'm standing at the mall, okay, like I'm in the mall, I'm alone. A female walks up to me and she says that, hi, I'm just new here and I just saw you're alone. I wanted to ask, like, can you recommend me? I'm completely new to the city, I'm just from US or something, just cook up some story. Okay. Would you recommend me some good places to go have ice creams nearby? Because I'm fond of ice cream. It's a conversation to start with me. I would be like, okay, so you want recommended place? I mean, you want me to recommend places to have good ice cream? Okay, I can recommend you. If she is speaking very good English, and if she is dressed up well, and if she looks very nice, very presentable to me, and I find her attractive, I would be like, sure, like, yeah, I can recommend you. How about like, can I join you to have an ice cream with you? Are you okay with this? Because I don't want to stand here and act like a stranger when we're having a conversation like this. I would love to continue the conversation so we can have can I join you to have ice cream with you, is what I would say. And if she says yes, of course, I'm like, because I'm just alone, single, and I want to have ice cream, and you seem to be like, you are equally interested in having ice cream with me. I mean, you equally like ice cream, so why not you join? So we just go out and have ice cream. That's a date. That's how we start the date itself. That's it. After that, me and her can start talking a lot of things. Like, dude, like, what do you do? Where do you come from? and what are you up to with life? Are you single or like? So this is how you start and you take the conversation forward. Provided if the female is approaching me speaking very good English, she is dressed up nicely, she has a nice physique and everything, and she's very confident to get out and talk to me and have conversation like this. More importantly, you should be very confident to have a conversation like this with me. And if your English is very good, and if you are well dressed and you're nice physique, you have a very nice physique, you're very well presentable, and you speak with a lot of confidence, without any restrictive mindset, I'll be like, sure, okay. I'll be like, sure, I'm just alone in the mall. I can join you. Let's go have ice cream. Are you okay? Are you comfortable with this? And if she says yes, of course I'm very comfortable. Let's go have ice cream. And then we sit across the table, buy some ice cream in the ice cream parlor or whatever. Then we have ice cream and we start talking to each other. Like I'll just be asking, like, dude, like, what do you do? Where are you from? What are you up to? Like, what's going on? Like, how did you end up here in the mall? So that's how I continue the conversation with her. Okay. And if she's equally interested in me in knowing the same way, I would be very happy to share about me and how I ended up in this mall. How did we get to this place? And something like that. You should know how to get along from there. From there, you should be able to take it up. And then it'll be like, if she says that she's single and she's like, yeah, I'm looking to have a boyfriend, but I haven't decided, but I think you sound good. I'm okay